So, hello and welcome. My name is Josef. I manage the global partner ecosystem for industrial software at AWS. And I welcome you to the official launch of the Industrial Software Partner Competency here in Germany. It's actually a big thing. It is the first competency that AWS launches together with its partners in EMEA. And it's also the biggest in terms of technology partners, where we welcome 15 technology partners in the industrial space to this competency launch. So we have a packed agenda for you, our customers, to learn about our partner solutions in industrial software. And this is what we're going to cover. First of all, we'll talk a bit what is industrial software, what drives the market, what do we see from a cloud vendor perspective. The second thing is, what is the industrial software competency? How does it help customers? The third and biggest part and block of this presentation will be the deep dive into the competency partner solutions, with some partners coming on stage, talking firsthand on the solutions built in AWS to the benefit of the customers. And lastly, an outlook, what we'll be doing together with our partners in the coming months for our industrial end customers. Good. So what is industrial software and how do we define it? In general, every industrial entity follows three value chain steps. Products need to be designed, the production need to be designed and modified, and production and operations need to be run. When we look into production design, which types of software do we have that business lines need? It is design of products, typically CAD applications. It's the simulation of products. It's different domains in product design, like civil engineering, like electronic design automation. And for sure, there is collaboration tools required across the value chain. When we look into product design, or production design, what is production design? For discrete verticals like aerospace, automotive, manufacturing, this is very much designing the assembly lines of products. For process industries like oil and gas, cement, or mining, or pulp and paper, this is really design of the production facilities, like oil rigs, like big chemical plants, and so on. A lot of 3D tools in there. And then from production design to production, CAE, computer-aided manufacturing, is very much the milling and bringing 3D tools and products to the machines. And then in production, what we see in the focus of industrial software, it's the full stack of industrial automation, from industrial controls up to SCADA systems, manufacturing execution systems, up to industrial specific ERP systems, together with enterprise asset management. A lot of additional applications come in that are now flagged as industrial IoT. And for sure, each production line also needs goods that go to the production line and goods that ship from the production line, which is the whole part of logistics software. So this is how we jointly with our partners define industrial software. It's really the software that helps business lines in industrial entities to get better and more agile. And from this picture, I'd like to highlight a picture that we took in April. This is Hannover Messe, biggest industrial show in the world, this April, where we already worked with 12 of our partners to show this end-to-end solution to real customers. So the idea of AWS and the partners in the industrial space is help customers consume an end-to-end tool chain for industrial software based on cloud technology. We got very good feedback from the customers at Hannover Messe, but we asked ourselves, where is the market really going to? And as Amazon is a very data-driven company, we generated some data and asked IDC and analysts to ask that question for us to 100 customers in the US and in Germany. And the question was, from the different applications in industrial software, which applications you would like to consume in a cloud-based manner. There is two messages in this slide. First message is 60% across the board already now and planning in the next 2 years would like to consume industrial software either in a lift and shift, basically running existing software on a public cloud, or like to even use it as a software as a service that they consume. The second message is when it really comes to which types of software is more interesting to use in a software as a service fashion. This is manufacturing execution, that's logistics, and that's enterprise asset management. So basically the part that we saw in the manufacturing part and production operations part of our value chain. So we see that the demand is there. Yeah? And we, on the other hand, see there is a lot of different applications out in the market for decades, partly very specialized software. How do we bring the demand from our customers and solidified applications in the cloud together? This is what we do with competency programs. AWS has tens of thousands of partners, and they can get up to advanced partnership and technology partners. And then the next level is really a vertically specific competency. A competency takes away the heavy lifting for the customers, where AWS and the partners closely work together and prove an application that it runs technically solid in the cloud, that it's integrated, that it uses the latest technology, that it's highly secure, and that it's proven by customer success. When we look a bit more into detail what we do there, it's a really high bar that we set. And we work with our partners for the last couple of months to really get this bar into the competency. It is a very thorough technical review by our industrial software team, where we really work with the developers, with the architects of our industrial software partners to look at the specific application, how it is architected, that it really can scale. Special focus is done on security. And the other thing is the proven customer success. So we did not only look at the application itself, we also looked at the implementation of the application at the customer side, and by that, check that customers really can take value out of it, and the implementation follows the same requirements that I just stated. So, as we now know what we did with our partner, we worked very heavy and hard with them. We can now look into what the partners are that we onboarded to build this end-to-end tool chain for industrial partners. But before we do that, let me pause a bit, because I think it's as I said, it's a first launch in EMEA. I think it's also a special place where we are. So what we see here is now called the Triebwerk, which is an event location. For the last 100 years, it was an overhaul center for the German railway, Deutsche Bahn, where they really overhauled all types of equipment, so a real industrial site. And now the Bavarian government turns this into a new innovation hub with an event center, but also with a lot of funding and space for startups. And I think that reflects really very well the different types of partners that we have in our ecosystem. We have very big multinational companies with over 100 years of history, like Siemens, for example. But we also have startups like Arctics and from Munich, or Tulip from Boston, or Brains Technology from Tokyo, that bring new technology into the industrial field. So I think it fits quite well. And also we put some effort into what we call the award trophy. We didn't want to do the typical award trophy, so we got this laser cut from a local machine shop. And we now hand this over to our partners to show our appreciation. With this, I would like to ask the partners to stand close to the stage. And first partner will be Arctics, that I'd like to ask to the stage, come up and receive the trophy. Yeah? Very good. Good. Very good. Second partner is Autodesk. We have from Autodesk. Very good. Thank you very much for coming over. Thank you. Good. Good. Next partner is Beckhoff Automation. Thank you. Next partner from Japan, Brains Technology. Thank you. Good. Next partner, Cadence Design Systems. Carl. Thank you. Good. Then we have Dakri, AR. Thank you. And for sure, a handshake. Good. Then we have Grebert. Forkhorn. Ah, no. Did I miss Forkhorn? Absolutely. Come up. We are very happy to have you here.
I thought something happened I didn't know about.
No, absolutely. Here you go. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely. Good. Then we have Relayer. Thank you very much. Good. With Rescale. Thank you. Good. For sure, we have Siemens. Thank you. Siemens will get two because they have two applications. Putting a lot of effort into it. Yeah. Thank you. Brenda can stay on stage because he'll be the next speaker. With Tulip from Boston. Super. Thank you. Good.
Thank you.
And we have Zero Light. Thank you very much. Very good. Good. And I fear we need to ship the other ones. They're quite heavy. Good. So it's fine that we now gave an introduction. What we really want for our customers to hear firsthand what their partners do on top of AWS technology. And therefore, I'll hand over to Brenda Discher, SVP Business Development and Strategy from Siemens PLM Software.
Thank you. All right, so I'm supposed to talk about a couple of the products that we've recently won the Technology Partner Award for. The first one is Teamcenter. Teamcenter is our Teamcenter on the cloud. Is an essential foundation to everything we've been doing with our customers. This product is the platform that really manages that digital twin and that invisible digital thread all the way from product inception through product design, simulation, manufacturing, and all the way out to the shop floor, as well as out into the ecosystem with our customers. Teamcenter helps our customers solve design challenges, simulation challenges, and there's also different views within Teamcenter on the cloud, which allow customers to be able to understand different phases of their business processes. And so it really is a collaboration platform that is world-class, and even better now that it's on the cloud thanks to the power of Amazon. And the second product that I'm going to talk about is MindSphere. So MindSphere is really a catalyst. It's a very new product for us. MindSphere really enables closed-loop continuous innovation. This is an open cloud platform that is developed leveraging IoT data. And what's really cool about MindSphere is MindSphere collects data from sensors, whether those sensors are on equipment, whether those sensors are in factories, all over the globe. It collects this data in many of our through the connection with Amazon, and it uses that data and actually to understand product reliability, product performance, or product improvements and sends the data back to the originator, back into the design system, sometimes through using Teamcenter, and allows instant changes and instant access to critical product information before a product fails or if a product, future generation of a product is needed. So MindSphere is very powerful, works with the ecosystem, scalable, and very easy for customers of all types, including our own company. We use MindSphere in some of our own factories.
Good. Thank you very much. The next company is also in the 3D space, so product design. Company is called Grebert. It's a German-based company, long-term player in the market. It's a really leading developer of 2D and 3D design software. And they have a new product that's called Kudo. That product runs in the browser, leveraging the power of the cloud. And the real benefit for the end customer is that there is no time for setup of a complex or also high-power workstation required. The only thing that you really need to do is you need a browser, you need a URL, you log in, and you can immediately start working. Great for scalable demands in customer requests or in design requests, but also really great for collaboration across the value chain. Good. The next partner that we'll introduce is also a customer speaker. It is Cadence Design Systems. It's electronic design automation, so chip design. And I'll welcome Carl Silver, Vice President for Information Technology and R&D from Cadence. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me here. My name is Carl. Cadence is in the semiconductor industry. We're an electronics design automation company. We provide software, hardware, and services to design electronics and electronic systems. I'll be talking about cloud-hosted design solution, which is a fully managed hardware and software stack that we provide for customers, such as DNA Electronics, who's a medical customer, uses our solution to accelerate their business, time to market in a highly secure environment. Excuse me. IDEX, biochip security company. They make fingerprint chips and sensors. They don't have CAD and IT people. They don't want to invest. They used our solution to go ahead and accelerate their product development as well. Sorry, a little sick from the plane. Our solution is available globally. We use, again, all of our software and hardware services in this solution. We have a full CAD team. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I did that in the dry run. Sorry about that, Joseph. I didn't learn my lesson. We have a full CAD team to support all of the file transfer, secure data, et cetera, throughout the solution. And it scales. So when you request 1,000, 10,000 cores, you get it. We have a lot of customers successfully using this to design electronics, and we feel it's an industry first, and it's really changing the way that people see electronics design. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Carl. Next partner, still in the design phase, is Autodesk, a very well-renowned partner. It's a leading provider of software in construction, manufacturing, and even media. So a lot of movies and animations are made with Autodesk software. And they built up a new product. It's more a platform called Forge that gives companies the tools to develop custom cloud-based applications that connect different entities in the design process. So the designer, simulation, and subsequently even down to manufacturing. Good. Still in the design phase, we have a partner called Rescale. Rescale is a software as a service product that leverages simulation software that has been out there in the market for a long time, so finite element and so on. Very costly software and very resource intense. Rescale managed to work with those partners, leveraging AWS as a platform to allow those, the end customers to consume that simulation in an on-demand basis. And what you then can do, smaller companies can do great stuff. my favorite example from Rescale is Boom Supersonic. It's the new, they plan to release this in 2023. It will be a passenger supersonic aircraft, again, reducing the time to fly over the pond. Boom Supersonic competes with a very little capex or capital and staff base to very big aircraft manufacturers, because they can use software just when they really need it to fulfill their simulation tasks. The next partner, and we now switch to production design, is Dakri. Dakri is a partner that produces AR gear, also augmented reality gear, that is industrial certified. So ultimately, when you design something, you go into the line, you want to check whether all the processes really work as they are planned to. You need data from the design systems, and you can view this in real time and out of the systems from different process steps. I show a quick picture of that gear. So that's very lightweight, and Dakri really focuses fully on the industrial end user with all types of certifications that you need to use that gear in highly restricted areas of production facilities. Good. The next partner is ZeroLight. ZeroLight is a leading 3D visualization specialist with a very strong footprint in automotive. It's a clear technology leader in 3D visualization, leveraging AWS to build high-class renderings out of the box. Can be used in production designs or pre-testing. They have a lot of success also in the sales cycle in the automotive space. One of their prime customers is Audi. Very dangerous product for some of us. Their 3D car configurator, where you immediately can see how the car looks like in 3D in very close to real renderings. When we then go to production, there's a plethora of applications that are required. And in production, we face a challenge that every single production line is different compared to design, where most mechanical designers have a more standardized interface. But in production, every line is different. And there is also not all production lines are fully digitized. A lot of stuff happens on paper or even not documented. One of our long-term partners is a startup called Artix. They help customers to eliminate the complexity in mission-critical applications. One example is Stölzle Oberglas, is an industrial glass producer, and they have a lot of manual work on the shop floor. With the software in the cloud, but also the physical devices Artix provides to the customers, they've been able to get work instructions to the customer and feedback on the quality of the work immediately back into the higher level systems. Once you have the connectivity, there needs to be data, insight generated out of it. Relayer is an industrial IoT provider. They have a platform that works closely with us. It helps customers to switch their business model from selling goods to as a service model. So, and this is a very important thing outside of technology. Technology can be fixed, but what customers really need, they need help from the, specific partners in the industrial area to switch their business model. I think Relayer is best-in-class example for that. And then again, going back to the shop floor, I'd like to welcome Markus Juval, CFO from Tulip, a Boston-based startup, to see what they do in amplifying some of the requirements in the industrial value chain.
Thank you. Honor. So we're Tulip. We're just a brief overview. We've been around since late 2014, based in Boston, Massachusetts. We're a spin-out from the MIT Media Lab. What do? We work with manufacturers of all sizes, everywhere from a Fortune 100 manufacturer with hundreds of factories to SMB manufacturers, all the way down to a startup at the leading edge of manufacturing with 20 people. We've built a digital manufacturing platform over AWS. What it does, it allows engineers on the shop floor create applications, we call these manufacturing apps, and build them without writing any code. These applications solve the day-to-day problems these engineers see on their production floors. How do they do that? They do that with our app engine, right? They don't need to write any code to build those applications. They connect machines and devices and smart tools. They just plug and play it into the application. No code necessary. All the data from people and from machines and sensors flows into our application and our analytics engine and can be shared and can be visualized real time on the shop floor. In terms of use cases, there are many. You can see some of them on the screen here. Operator guidance and process visibility, training, audit. We power lean for some of our customers, and machine monitoring. Doing this has a lot of benefits. You can see some names on the screen here. Just to mention two, Jabil is a multinational CM. They've been able to reduce build cycle time by 25%. Merck is a global life sciences company. They've been able to reduce training time by 92%. So if you're a SMB manufacturer, and I know there's at least one here today, come talk to us. You can take your first steps in digital manufacturing. You can get up and running in minutes. You can be in production in hours. Thank you.
Thank you. Good. In manufacturing, a lot of stuff happens at the edge. This is where really physical processes need to be controlled. Analytics need to be done, sometimes in time-critical circumstances. This is where Foghorn helps partners in the industrial IoT space with edge data analytics, and then also building the connectivity to the cloud to do additional analytics to take advantage of the power of additional services, train models, and then bring it back into actual operation. Next partner I'll also invite on stage is Brains Technology. It's an industrial software company based out of Japan, and I'd be very happy to invite Nobutoka Nakazawa, the CTO of Brains Technology, to give us a quick update. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nobutaka Nakazawa, CTO of Brains Technology. Brains Technology is a Japanese AI company and is selected as Gartner's cool vendor in 2018. We are now having 100 customers in Japan, especially in the manufacturing industry. Their common problem is that it is very hard to detect early failure and the performance degradation of factory equipments by traditional statistical ways. Impulse dramatically improves the performance by using the cutting-edge machine learning technologies. And also, we offer ease of use of machine learning by automated algorithms and parameter selections based on the understanding data characteristics. So let's talk about our customers' use case. JFE Engineering is a plant engineering company on the energy and the environment and the social infrastructure. However, they don't have any advanced data analytics platform, so it caused the critical failure of their plant. So we proposed to evaluate our platform, and the real result was excellent. Impulse could detect tiny signs of failure 3 days before the actual incident. And also the proposed the root cause is perfectly matched to the actual incident. So now they are using Impulse as a global real-time monitoring platform in production. So we have many use cases, so please visit our booth just outside of this room. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good. Let's again step up on the aggregation level. Every factory operates on commercial terms. Offers and orders go in. Logistics goes out, and assets need to be managed. Infor is one of our close partners in the industrial space, one of the largest ERP companies. They actually have a huge focus on manufacturing, and they built their enterprise asset management solution on AWS, allowing customers to massively reduce the time they can take advantage of that application. 42Q, going again from an ERP down to the plant or even to the line. There, the software that you need is manufacturing execution systems. Those basically manage work orders down to the individual machine. As we've seen with IDC, manufacturing, or with the data we got from IDC, manufacturing execution systems are one of the applications that are of high interest to even use as a service. 42Q is the first partner that has a full end-to-end in the MES system that can be used right out of the box as a service on AWS. And then finally, when we go down from an MES to the individual machine to the individual motor, in industry where the rubber hits the road is industrial automation. This is where hard real-time control occurs, where you need OT equipment that connects, hopefully in the future, more and more to the cloud to take advantage of additional analytics, but it's really bomb-proof to make sure that the physical process is always under control. With this, I'd like to invite Dr. Josef Papenfort to the stage from Beckhoff Automation to give us some details on it.
Yeah, hello and welcome. So you may ask yourself who is Beckhoff and what we are doing. So Beckhoff is a mid-sized company. We are producing and developing all the stuff we have in Germany and in East Westphalia. So maybe you know Bielefeld as a closed city nearby our facilities. So we are producing equipment for controlling machines. This means we are doing controllers, and we are doing this in a different way. So our approach is, since more than 20 years, to run a software on a standard PC. It's an industrial PC, of course, because of temperature, vibration, and all of this stuff. When you see on the left side, this is one of our PCs, made in Germany, also BIOS, and all the things are completely done in Germany. And of course, we need digital analog input. We need actuators like motors. So we're also producing terminals, we call this terminals, to get data inside. And of course, also motors for moving things around. But the heart of the system is the software, and I'm responsible as a product manager for the software. So the software is installed on a Windows-based PC, and this is really doing the complete control of the machine. Means the PLC, the motion control, the CNC application, and so on. And this is really what we like to show, and we had a lot of use cases where customers want to connect their machines, their controllers, to a cloud, and they're asking for connectivity, safe and secure connectivity. So we are integrating function blocks in our PLC and also tools where you can configure an MQTT connection directly to AWS using the secure way of MQTT and TLS. And one of our customers who is using this is the company Kochpack, which is a company producing packaging machines for blisters and so on. And they are really asking us, can you help us to connect the machine producing these blister packages directly to AWS? And of course, we can help them. So we have a lot of functionality available and also an integration for mobile phones. Thank you.
Thank you. Good. Thanks our partners for sharing details on their applications that now can be used for customers in an end-to-end fashion. So we covered a lot today, but the good thing is just the beginning. We now have 15 partners. We are not stopping here. Together with our partners, we really want to approach more and more customers, listen to customers, see what the use cases are, and then AWS and our partners invest in generating value for our customers. The other thing is, what we've now seen is technology partners. We also support what we call consulting partners or system integrators. As I said, every production line is different. Therefore, every single solution has some specifics for each company to it. From now on until next Hannover Messe in 2019, we plan to onboard a set of very elite system integrators that are proficient in the application domains of our partners, so that we can support customers in really building solutions with trusted technology providers, but also trusted solution providers. And for sure, there is a plethora of industrial applications out there in the market. There is a lot of sub-verticals in it. There's very specific applications. We will keep the bar high and will invite customers to join the community of AWS Industrial Partners from now on as well. So with this, second last slide. Thank you very much to all of our partners. I think a big round of applause to going that route for us. And really help bring cloud-based innovation in the manufacturing domain. Two last points. The one is, please stay in the room after the break. Next talk will be from Brenda from Siemens again, on how Siemens transformed their own business, how they built up a new platform of innovations for themselves, but also for customers. Very interesting deep dive on specifics of industrial software on the Siemens technology stack. And lastly, working for months with partners requires a lot of helping hands. I'd like to highlight 3 persons that really helped us. Renata Melnik from our global team in really driving that process for the whole industrial software competency launch. Come on. Manuel? Thank you, Renata. And then also, as you've seen, I think we are in a great venue today. This has been done by the German marketing team. I have to admit that we overutilized that German marketing team in helping us to pull this competency together. So therefore, I'd also like to ask Anja and Amelie come on stage and receive a small appreciation. Thank you. Come here. Well deserved. Huh? Thank you very much. Good. With this, thank you for your attention. It was great fun having you. And see you next time, Hannover Messe. Bye-bye.